Hi, thank you for joining me. This is the Speaking Spirit Podcast. I am India Lee, and we are going to feel into the energies for the month of March. We will feel into some things that we are being guided to move through, to see, some tools to help us through this month of March. We have a lot going on astrologically. Of course, we're going to be moving from Pisces season into Aries season during the month of March, and you will feel this shift, this change. I would say for the first part of the month, what I'm getting is for the first 2.5, 3 weeks of the month, you will be kind of enjoying this dreamier energy, this clear, it's like finally the noise of the outside world is turned down. This may seem very countermind since there's so much going on in the world. But unlike other times recently where you felt like, wow, there's so much going on in the world and I just can't escape it. This month, the month of March, you are very much going to feel that you can go within and sort of drop out of having to be bombarded by what's going on in the outside world with the people around you. You will have an easier time detaching and in a healthy way, in a healing way, really kind of opting out of those unhealthy connections, those addictions with the outside world and with others. So we have the energies of the Hermit here, the Strength card, the Star, the Ace of Swords, the Hangman, the Queen of Wands. These are all very, I want to say self-contained, but that sounds isolated, self-empowered energies. And when I say self, I mean yourself as you are connected with spirit. So you're certainly not alone or solitary or isolating, but you're definitely feeling empowered in this connection with spirit. And throughout March, you will have increasing clarity on how it's going to be right for you to take action. Once Aries season hits, and the beginning of the astrological year cranks up at the end of March, and you will feel this sort of burst of energy. You'll say, I'm ready for action. I'm ready to move forward. And when you do that, you will feel very focused thanks to these first few weeks and this inner clarity you're coming into. Honor your body this month. When it says rest, rest. Know that that is actually being productive. Again, counter mind. You are being productive by resting, taking it easy, and listening. You are being productive because your new productivity is measured not by outside results, but by inside peace and connection. Okay? So it's a whole new way of understanding your priorities, what means something to you. It's a complete reorganization of your priorities. You're going to notice this month that things that used to seem important to you, quantifiable things, external things, you're going to go, wow, I really just am not motivated by that anymore. Okay. And there's this message of surrender the drama. So you may have some opportunities this month to see, recognize, and step away from things that just don't feel right for you anymore. You've had some time to detox from some codependency, some toxic relationships, some self-judgment being reflected by others, and you're really just not available for that anymore. So when those old connections come looking for a place to plug in you, you're going to be the Queen of Cups and Queen of Swords here. Very self-loving, but firm, voice that says, no, I'm not available for that anymore. There are bigger things coming in for me now. And I'm just not available for the small stuff. I'm not available for the petty stuff. My priorities are different. And now you have this Ace of Cups, which shows everything coming in for you, these blessings. Your vision is much bigger now. You can see the true blessings, the true success. Your lens is very clear. And the only thing that I'm getting here, as far as your words of guidance, to, because you're in a very clear place, it feels like if you're hearing this, you're doing great, really. You're doing great as far as listening, even if your mind and ego is like, no, not me. No, you are. If you found this, you are. The next step for you might be just allowing yourself the stuff that's coming in for you, allowing yourself to receive what's coming in. If that's ease, if that's, you know what, I'm not worried about the stuff I used to be worried about. I'm not defining success the way I used to. I'm not needing the things in my life I thought I did. Your challenge is just going to be to let that be and to say, yeah, that's okay. Because your mind and your ego might want to pull you back to the place where that was important to you, just because it can't clearly see where you're going. You know, it can't clearly see, where is this taking us? Well, that's because it's taking us to a whole new way of being that we've never seen before. So we're not going to be able to look ahead and see that. But we have the sun here, and that is the promise from Spirit that it's going to be good. It does take that faith, and it does take that anchoring down and saying, yep, I just know it's going to be good. I don't have to know exactly what it's going to look like in my life. I trust this. My ego really wants to know. My mind really wants to know. But I'm not participating in that addiction anymore. The addiction to false certainty, right? Okay, so let's dive into the messages for each individual zodiac sign. Keep in mind that when you listen to these, it's really good to know your sun, moon, and ascending signs, even your Venus and Mars signs, so that you can understand how these energies that are coming through for each sign will affect you in your own chart. Aries, this month you're going to have a wonderful realization about just how supported you really are with this Nine of Pentacles. You're going to realize, wow, I have so much going for me. You might have been in a vibration of anxiety, worry, and fear in the past, and now you're going to realize, wow, I can release that. I don't have as much to worry about as my mind would tell me. You will have a clear mind this month as you move into more solidness within yourself, more sense of how supported you really are. This is healing a deep childhood wound around feeling that the ground underneath you can never be stable. You are coming into such balance. You are now realizing, wow, I am mother, I am father, and I am that little child within, connected with Spirit. You have so much going for you this month, Aries. Enjoy it. Taurus, for you this month of March is about finding your inner power. It is through this King of Wands, this soul fire inside of you, this leadership that you're coming into within. And it has to come as a result of you feeling shut out. There is a divinely timed moment happening this month of March, Taurus, where you feel like, wow, I'm really on my own here, but it doesn't feel bad, because as you confront these childhood wounds around feeling alone in your experience, you also are realizing, wow, I never was alone, because I am connected within myself. You're actually coming into a deep knowing of what you're made of this month through adversity, through a sense of feeling isolated maybe, or at least out in the cold a bit. You are coming into this sense of what you truly are made of and how you can lean on yourself in Spirit. Gemini, this is a month of you choosing higher ground. No more drama. You might be having to let go of some
ties perhaps to those you might even have known since childhood. There are just some deep things here that you're going to need to choose a new way, because the old way is going to drag you down, and you just can't afford to do that anymore. No more procrastinating, no more putting it off. That child inside you needs you to confront these lower energies and say, yeah, no more. I am choosing a higher ground. I am choosing what's right for me. I'm putting that first. So don't put off putting yourself first, and no more participating or letting yourself be dragged down by conflict or drama, lower vibration energies. No, you're choosing a higher way, a better way for you this month, and you will be rewarded for it. Cancer, this month it's going to be important for you to get real with yourself. How am I holding on to conflict and drama? How am I holding on to the idea that I have to fight when in fact Spirit's bringing me, and my guides are bringing me, my higher self is bringing me so much support. I have so much divine wisdom. There's so much joy coming into my experience now. Am I the drama? That's what you might hear yourself saying, Cancer, because it is time for you to let go of the ways you might be holding on to struggle and open up here to the joy, the ease, and the light that's coming into your life. When you let go and spread those wings and open up your defenses, letting yourself put down any weapons you're holding on to out of a sense of defensiveness, you are going to receive so much. And it is time for you to be able to receive that. So take that into your month of March, peace and light. Leo, this is a month to prioritize your joy and not let anyone steal that from you or drag you down. I'm seeing you in a hot air balloon just being lifted off in this higher vibration, and there may be some sandbags or some lower vibration things from other people or situations that want to drag you down, keep you held down. You're not going to allow that. Queen of Swords is going to cut away any kind of weight that might be dragging your vibration down this month. But you will need to let go of any fear. This fear might be attached to, if I prioritize my joy, what if that does something detrimental? You feel a lot of guilt, Leo. You take on a lot of pressure on yourself. But look, as you're making these choices, prioritizing yourself, you're teaching others. You're showing others how to choose themselves, how to live in more joy. You're actually changing the planet. So you're doing a wonderful thing by just being happy, by just experiencing this joy and allowing yourself to do that. You're doing a good thing. Virgo, are you fighting the blessings that Spirit's bringing in to you this month of March? And why would you be doing that? It's important to notice the ways you might be doing that. There are so many wonderful things that your guides, that your higher self, that Spirit are bringing into your life in very real ways this month. Don't fight it. You might fight it because you're afraid of change. That little child inside of you is like, this is different. I'm afraid of that. Or, your ego mind is saying, I don't know. But how are you holding yourself separate from the blessings that Spirit's bringing in? It's like you're receiving them and immediately saying, no, they have to go to everyone else. I can't have them. I have to be here by myself. And it's like Spirit's asking you to dance, Virgo, and you're standing against the wall saying, no, not me. I can't. So notice the ways this month you're being asked to open up to the new and allow yourself to receive the things that are being brought in for you. They are really good. Libra, I'm seeing success and victory for you in March over that which would have sabotaged and dragged you down before. You are really moving into a freedom, a celebration of yourself. You're kind of saying, in the past I would have sacrificed myself for someone else or for something else. I'm not going to do that anymore. And I'm also not going to let anybody steal this success, steal my spotlight, In doing this, it is important that you let go of the need to be self-sacrificing, the need to kind of be virtuous in your ego's sight, meaning your mind, your ego got something out of it when you allowed someone else to steal what was yours. You got to feel like, I let them have it. That makes me good. That makes me a helper. This month it's going to be important to let go of that role and let yourself step into the role of succeeding in your own right. You are worth it. Scorpio, it's going to be important this month of March for you to align with everything is working out for me. I do not need to fight for anything. Spirit is fighting my battles for me. You will be tempted to get into it with someone else, to try to make them see that you're right, that they need to change. But you are being asked to release someone to their journey, not necessarily say goodbye, but just let them go through what they need to go through. And you choose the peace of knowing that Spirit's working everything out for you. You choose this peace, this clarity of belief, this knowing that, no, I'm following my heart and I'm doing what's right for me. And I'm releasing these ties to what anyone else is doing and how they're doing it. That is not yours to fix, and it is only for you to choose to align with everything is working out for me, and I am choosing peace. No more drama, no more conflict. Enjoy the balance. Sagittarius, plain and simple for you this month, in order to receive this new beginning that is so fulfilling, so full of emotional abundance, you are having to leave something behind that has been hurting your heart. And you are having to choose you, to choose joy. This is right. You may have some sense of heartbreak or some sense of, oh, I can't believe I have to leave this situation behind. But just, it is going to take a leap of faith to know that this new beginning is good. You may not see the big picture right now. That's okay. Go back to our main message about letting go of that big picture. Here you can see it's brush strokes. It's one moment at a time. It's following the guidance you're being given because you know that it's leading you to more joy. You, more than anybody I'm seeing this month, Sagittarius, are really having to take this leap of faith and anchor down in the knowing that what you're doing is truly in alignment with receiving more abundance and more joy. Capricorn, it's March and it's time for a completely new story for you. Gone is the story of I am abandoned or I am being rejected. You are walking away from that story and you are now embracing. It is time now. I'm not going to put this off anymore. I'm stepping into my own spotlight. I'm not letting anything take precedence over this. Capricorn, it's your time to dance, to let yourself be the star of your own show, and to stop rejecting yourself about that, to let yourself shine. See this embrace card. It's time for you to truly embrace yourself, your light, and to stop letting others dim that light, but your ego was using others to dim that light. No more of that. This is about knowing you are in your purpose. You are in your uniqueness, and you're the one who needs to see it more than anybody. Aquarius, this is your month to move forward into the heart, into unconditional love that is available to you now. It might be scary how wonderful and healing this love really is. In order to receive this and move forward, you are having to put down some real people-pleasing habits, some habits that you learned in your ego as a means of self-protection. And as you put these down, you're opening yourself up, Aquarius, to receive so much more. You're allowing yourself to be loved within yourself, and this will be reflected to you in partnership as well and in all of your connections at levels that you've never known before. So this can be scary, but just know it is love. It is safe. Now, you see the dragon here. This love is powerful and that can be scary, but it is safe. It is divine. So open up to it as much as you can. Pisces, this month, you are going creating beyond what anyone you've ever been connected to has ever created. I mean, this is so powerful. You are really breaking past barriers of your lineage as far as what can be done. New levels of success, new levels of co-creating, big vision. I mean, you are really breaking through some barriers. Wall after wall after wall is being broken down so that you can move into unprecedented in your lineage, joy and stability and success. This can seem a little bit daunting, but it's all good. Your ancestors on the other side are cheering you on. So just because it hasn't been done in your lineage before, do not let that slow you down. You're doing it. Go, 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 Pisces. You're doing amazing new things. So much success this month. Enjoy it.